Janet, thank you for coming to our wedding today. It was so good to see you.
Oh, no. I'm the one who has to thank you for inviting me to such a beautiful and magical wedding. I love seeing my little brother looking all grown up in his suit. But not just that, it was amazing to see you too. You definitely stole the show in that gorgeous wedding dress, which, by the way, was to die for. But because I was so jealous of how stunning you looked in that dress.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. So you truly enjoyed our wedding, right?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, well then. That's a relief to hear. I'm so convinced that you weren't having a good time. I'm glad that wasn't the case.
Oh, hun. Why would you think that I didn't enjoy your lovely wedding? It was such a beautiful event, right from the beginning and all the way to the end.
Well, because I just thought that. Well, you know how we asked the guests to bring their own wedding gifts?
Yeah?
And you know how we clearly stated that there's no spending limit since it's the thought that counts? Well, I just thought that the bigger the wedding gifts are, the more love it shows for the bride and groom. So, the more the guests spend on the wedding gifts, the more it means they love us, the bride and groom. But in your case, you've just sent us money. And don't get me wrong, it was lovely, and we do appreciate it. And I'm sorry to say this to you, but you gave us such a small amount that it made me wonder whether you really loved us.
Oh? Well?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, you enjoyed our wedding and you're happy for us, right? And seeing as you're a successful and rich CEO, I guess we just expected more from you. I guess also because other people who aren't as rich as you gave us more money than you, and I feel bad for them too. So we thought that perhaps the little money you gave us was a sign telling us that you didn't have fun at our wedding. And we thought that maybe you weren't happy for us either. That's all, really.
Oh. You thought the $10,000 that I sent you wasn't enough, huh?
Yeah, well, Miles and I just got back home from the wedding and we decided to open up all our gifts. And we checked our bank accounts too, since we were told that we'd be sent some money from our guests. And we were pretty shocked when he saw how much you gave us, or rather, how little you gave us.
Oh, well, I personally didn't think it was such a small amount. I thought I sent you $10,000. Isn't that right? I would have thought that 10 grand would be considered a generous amount to give someone, especially as a wedding gift. Don't you think so?
No. For a successful CEO who makes a ton of money? Jeez. I had no idea that CEOs were this stingy. I mean, this is a wedding gift for your own brother and his wife, right? Is that all we're worth? Am I living in a different world here?
Wow. I don't believe I'm hearing this.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you earn way more than that a day. $10,000 must be your lunch money or something. So, I just feel like we're not worth it. That I'm not worth it.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I think you're overreacting here.
Well, unless this is some kind of joke. Because, I mean, you did say that you had fun at the wedding, and we made sure you had a good time, too. I guess maybe you forgot to add extra zeros when you were sending the money online? Or maybe you just thought you'd send the money to us at separate times?
Okay. Whoa, Juliana. Hold your horses. Listen.
Yes, of course it was a mistake. You would never think of sending your sister-in-law and brother such a small gift. Duh, what was I thinking? Okay, let me give you my bank account details again. That way you can just send the extra money to me online. You can do that right now, yeah?
Haha. Now, Juliana. Seriously? Stop.
Oh, do you not want to give the money to me in person instead? But wait, don't you think that would be too risky? I mean, that's a lot of dollar bills you'd be giving me by hand.
Look, listen. I'm telling you this now, and I'm only saying this once. That 10 grand that I gave you, which was out of my pure generosity, that money comes from how much I love you and my brother. But that was it, Juliana. $10,000. That was all of it. Now, please, don't make yourself come across as ungrateful. I don't think you're that kind of person. Am I right? That was all of it, okay?
Really?
Okay, come on. First of all, you really are being very ungrateful. I thought I was being fairly generous over here. I didn't have to do that for you guys. But for my beloved brother, and for you, my new sister-in-law, I went out of my way. I didn't have to, but I did. I decided to send you money instead of buying you gifts. Some might ask me, why? Why would I do that instead of buying wedding gifts like most people would? Well, I say it was so that you could have the choice of freedom, the choice to choose to buy whatever you wanted. So in my eyes, darling, that was extremely generous of me to do that for you. $10,000 is a lot of money. Stop being so disrespectful, rude, and simply ungrateful.
But don't you run a business? You're the CEO of a company, right? $10,000? Just $10,000?
What do you mean, just $10,000? How can you say that? Miles even said that I didn't have to give so much. So I didn't. But I thought, being his older sister and all, I've always taken care of him. So why not give him what I thought was a generous amount?
What? Miles said that to you? Ugh. Gosh, I need to speak to him. I'll talk to you later, Janet.
Hey sis, sorry. I heard about what Juliana said to you. She was being really rude and out of line. So sorry about that. Really, I am.
I'm alright. But are you okay? I mean, you guys just had your wedding. I hope you haven't gotten yourself into a serious fight already. Although, I can understand if you did. She really crossed the line with me.
Oh, no. Well, I guess we're fine. Don't worry. I had to go at her like you said for crossing the line and being rude and disrespectful and everything else. Then she admitted that she was just on a high from the wedding and wasn't thinking straight.
Okay, well, that's good to hear, I guess. But sorry if I did anything to rain on your parade, so to speak. I kind of feel bad now.
No, honestly, don't worry. She just had really high expectations when she shouldn't have. She's crazy, I'm telling you. The other day I caught her checking out information on your company. Like the yearly sales and stock price, etc.
What? Why would she do that?
Well, that's exactly what I thought. but that's why she got it in her head that you'd give us at least $30,000 for her gift.
Huh! You've got to be kidding. I gave you guys 10 grand, and she was expecting triple that amount? How could she even dare to try and put a price on a gift that I wanted to send you guys? Shouldn't it be up to me? Isn't it my choice to give you however much I want to give you guys? Honestly, I don't know what's gotten into her.
I don't know either. But she said she calculated everything and was so sure that you'd give us more. Anyway, look, I'm sorry, honestly.
Well, at least now I know what's going on in her head.
She's so annoying. So sorry, sis. So sorry. We should be thanking you. I bet you think less of us now.
No, I'm not bothered. Don't worry.
No, the more I think about this, the more I can't let go of this. She should have been grateful that you even had the thought to give us money as a wedding gift. And $10,000 is a lot of money. Yet she went out of her way to text you to claim more cash. Come on. Look, I know this isn't much, but how about we give you half the money back? That's probably the least we can do.
No way. Are you kidding? Look, just take the money. It's fine. I've forgotten about what Juliana said to me already. See? All forgotten. So just take the money. Keep it.
But this is a huge amount of money.
No, really. Don't worry about it. Anyway, this is my way of saying thanks to you as well.
What do you mean?
Remember when I was so broke and needed some help from you a few years ago? Remember how you sent me that money, just like that? Well, now it's my turn to pay you back. In a sense, this is what I owe you. So that money was for that as well.
Oh, you mean that time when you wanted to go to college abroad, right? I mean, I got my job right after high school anyway, so I was already earning some cash. I had no issues at all sending you that money, especially since I knew that was going towards your college education. Mom and Dad were already doing their best to help out, so I just wanted to make it easier for them as well.
Well, thanks to you and that money, I was able to find my goal in life, you know? Something I really wanted to work towards. Now look at me with my own business, which is thriving, by the way. I'm basically where I am now because of you.
I don't think I did that much, but I'm glad it all worked out for you in the end. But anyway, sis, look. $10,000 is still way too much. I didn't even give you that much for your study abroad.
Well, you know what they say. Do unto others as you would have done to you, or something. So anyway, just take it already, okay? We've spoken too much about this already. It's getting boring. And quite frankly, it's getting a bit embarrassing for me now.
Okay, fine. Thanks so much again, sis. I won't waste the money. I won't go crazy with it, I promise.
Janet? I haven't heard from you in a while. I have a question and I know you won't like it, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. About that money you sent us for a wedding gift? Was, like, $10,000 really all of it? Have you changed your mind about it at all or anything? Was that absolutely, truly all the money you're gonna give us?
Oh my god. Juliana, are you serious?
I just wanted to make sure that that amount was final. Maybe you've changed your mind. Maybe you want to pay us some more? No? Don't you think you should?
Sorry? Excuse me?
Why on earth are you bringing this up again? I mean, Miles and I had to talk about it after you guys spoke. So for a while I gave up and backed off a bit. But don't you think you should pay some more? Being his older sister and all.
What do you mean? Just because I'm his older sister? What exactly do you think I should be doing?
Well, you should be feeling guilty for having only sent us $10,000. And sent us more money, of course.
Juliana, darling.
You are a CEO who makes a ton of money, right? You are Miles's older sister. You should be taking care of him financially and everything else on top, right?
Look, let me ask you. Are you that upset over me having sent you 10 grand? Can you actually let that sink into your head before you answer that, please? Please think about what you're asking me. Miles said everything was sorted. Done and dusted. So I'm confused and slightly irritated at this point. Why are you bringing this up again?
Well, of course it's not done and dusted. I'm far from being over this. I only agreed to settle this at the time because I wanted to look good in front of him.
Oh, you just wanted to look good. I see. Okay. Don't you think 10 grand is a lot of money? I reckon anyone would agree with me that if they were given this as a gift, I'm sure they would happily accept it. Maybe except for ungrateful people like someone I know.
Oh, don't get me wrong. That is a ton of money. For us, yes. For you, it's like giving a tip, surely. That's why I'm saying perhaps you can tip some more. For someone who runs a billion-dollar company each year, you can surely give more for a tip, no? It seems like your company is doing well in terms of profit this year, too. I read that you even increased your employee salaries.
Where did you even find that out?
Never mind that now. Point is, you have all the money in your account, right? And you gave us so little. Now that doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to you?
I'm not sure what to say to that.
Well, if it were me, I'd be glad to offer double, triple, no, quadruple that amount.
Quadruple? You're seriously out of your mind.
Oh dear, are you jealous? Wait, hang on. Is that why you gave us so little?
Okay, now you're off on another planet. What are you going on about now? I'm not following.
No wonder. You're jealous that I got married to your brother, aren't you? That's why you decided to skimp off on our wedding gift.
Excuse me? Am I actually seeing this?
I mean, you and your brother were always so close. And you're still single? It makes sense now. You think I took your brother away from you, don't you? Is that why?
Okay, whoa. Calm down, Juliana. Let me be clear about this. First of all, you're crazy to think that. I do not, and I repeat, I do not feel any bit of jealousy towards you or my brother. There was literally nothing for me to be jealous over. You must be so full of yourself if you really think that.
Oh, now I'm so sure you're jealous. Otherwise, none of this makes sense.
What? OMG. I can't believe this.
No, I'm the one who's in disbelief here. As an older sister, and as my sister-in-law, let me ask you, do you think this is acceptable? Think about it objectively. Does this all seem okay to you? Why are you being so mean? If you don't give us more, you might not be able to meet your first niece or nephew in the future, you know?
Okay, wait. Are you telling me that you're pregnant now? Can you just slow it down and calm down, please?
Oh, no. I'm not pregnant yet. Well, let's not forget, I am younger than you. I can easily get pregnant.
Okay.
Oh, you know the baby's gonna be the cutest thing ever. But I would never want him or her to meet anyone who's gonna be mean to them. Or us. So you just might never get to meet our children. Oh, that would be terrible, don't you think?
Okay, I think you've crossed the line now, Juliana. I've tried to be patient with you. I really have. I think I've just about had it with all your complaints and ungrateful remarks.
Excuse me? I'm the one being rude? Not you? As a proud, successful CEO of a company, if you're gonna be sending gifts, then you should at least be sending $30,000 worth. Otherwise, you have no right to even call yourself a CEO, let alone a good sister to your brother.
Oh, look, surprise, surprise. I believe Miles is filing some kind of divorce papers as we speak. Oh yeah, I'm sitting right next to him, right now.
Huh? No, he isn't.
Are you finished? Have you said everything you want to say? I don't know if I should care, but this is your chance. If you think I'm not fit to be Miles's sister, then what about you? I guess this means you're not a good fit to be his wife, huh?
He's not signing anything. You're just making this up.
Trust me, I've never seen him read through documents so fast. You'd think he was studying for a huge test last minute or something.
What? What? Oh my god.
Yeah, he seems pretty into it. Things must be pretty bad between you guys.
Oh my god. Explain everything that's going on there right now, Janet.
I don't know where to start. He just told me he wants to divorce you.
Stop messing with me.
He seemed really upset, and I was just consoling him. He said you'd never agree to it, so I helped him find a divorce lawyer so that things could move quicker. Actually, I know a good lawyer who handles divorce cases. So I got them two to get in touch.
No. What?
Oh, FYI, I was with him because I just wanted to see how he felt about me getting him a new place. Yes, a new place. An apartment. As you know, another wedding gift. I wanted to show him a few nice apartments and let him choose whichever one he liked. But then he literally said to me not to worry about it because he had to divorce you first. So being the good sister that I am, I've been listening to his problems. His problems with you. And I'm still trying to help him out right now.
A new apartment?
Well, I haven't told you, but I've been thinking of managing an apartment complex as I have another business opportunity. So I was thinking of purchasing an entire apartment complex, you see. And I thought I might as well lend one of the apartments to my brother since I can give him a good deal.
What? Why didn't I know about this? Why didn't you tell me earlier?
I mean, Miles hadn't exactly said he wanted the apartment just yet. He said the money I gave him before was enough. Yes, I'm talking about the 10 grand I sent you guys. But I thought I would at least show him a few rooms and see if he liked any of them. The apartments are brand new and recently renovated with great facilities like the gym and swimming pool. So, why not, right? I was gonna tell him all of this and get him to talk to you about it as well. Honestly, I just wanted to be nice.
Well, of course I take you up on that deal. We've been meaning to move out of our current shabby apartment. We'd love to move into a nicer place. I want the biggest, most modern, fanciest looking, best place in the city ever. I'd have the best time living there with Miles.
Well, if it were a few hours earlier, I guess you could have looked at the new apartments with us. But it seems like his mind is pretty set on this divorce now. If you guys are gonna get divorced, then well, there's not much point in talking to you about this either, right?
Ugh!
Anyway, we were looking at different apartments online before going in person. We were literally just about to go when you started texting me, and I showed him our conversation. Then he got really quiet. We were in the car at the time, but then he asked me to take him back home to talk. So we turned around, and instead of checking out new places, we went to your place, and he showed me the divorce papers.
No, please, tell me you're lying. This can't be true. It just can't.
Gosh, here I was thinking how you guys had just gotten married. So things must have been all sunshine and roses. But little did I know, you guys were already preparing for a divorce?
No, that's not what's happening, Janet. Look, the reason why it was so quick to fill in those divorce papers at our home was because we had put them away in our drawers. But those were never intended to actually be used. Those were just in case anything happened, so that if we ever wanted to get one, then having prepared the papers, it would be less hassle and stressful for both of us. Our mutual friend advised the both of us, so we just did it for the sake of it.
Oh, really? Well, I guess that explains how we got them so quickly. I didn't know you could prepare divorce papers in advance like that.
Are you sure that Miles is filing for a divorce? Are you 100% sure? Oh, gosh. Does he really want to break up with me over this?
Well, yeah. It seems that way. I mean, he asked me to go to the printers to make a copy of the paperwork to give to you. I think you're gonna be served with the papers sooner or something. He said he wanted me to arrange the meeting with the divorce lawyer, and he just happened to be available today. So we're off to see him after this.
No!
I'm afraid so. Like I said, his mind seems pretty made up. He looks pretty stressed too. But I can tell he really needs this. I'm sorry for all this, Juliana.
No. He only got married a few days ago. This is embarrassing. This can't be happening.
Anyway, it was nice being your sister-in-law. Despite how short it was.
What do you mean? No, don't say that.
Anyway, I've got to get going. It seems like you'll be getting the papers soon. So, good luck with it. Hope you guys can work things out until everything is finalized.
Hey sis, about the $10,000 you've sent us before. I've wired it all back to you just now. So check your bank account and let me know if you've got it.
What? Are you serious?
Well, we got divorced not long after we had our wedding, and since that was our wedding gift, it doesn't make sense for us to keep it.
But you didn't need to do that. I'm gonna send it back to you.
No. As far as I'm concerned, we have no right to take it. It was a nice gift while it lasted. Don't worry, I'm returning all of the gifts I received from the other guests, so it's not just yours.
My God, is all that necessary though? Isn't it such a hassle? Sometimes it's not a bad idea to not always be doing the right thing, you know?
No. It's fun, really.
Okay, well it's up to you. Is Juliana okay with it, by the way? I mean, it's pretty harsh to be served with divorce papers without even talking to her about it, no?
Well, yeah. The first few days since I served her with those papers, we argued a lot. But we managed to come to an agreement now.
Oh, really? Did something happen to her?
Don't worry about it, sis. It's all good. I feel like I've found out who she really was now. This just went to show how much of a money-hungry girl she is.
I guess.
Anyway, I'll talk to you more later about it when things have settled down. I've got to finish returning all of our gifts. Talk to you later.
Janet, please, I beg of you. I hate to ask you this, but I don't have much choice. Can you please lend me some money? Please?
Excuse me? Are you really asking me this?
I know, I'm sorry about this. I have no right to ask you an absurd question like this. I'm fully aware. I'm just so broke at the moment. You don't understand. I'm in desperate need of any amount of cash that I can get a hold of. I know you'd be kind enough to lend me some. I'm begging you, please. You have the money, right?
Okay. Wait. Let's calm down a bit, all right?
I'm just asking to see if you can lend me the money. This won't have anything to do with wedding gifts or anything like that. I promise to pay back every cent of it. You won't mind, right? I mean, between us, we're still on good terms, right? Please, Janet.
Listen, hold on a sec, okay? You can't expect me to lend you money at random without even explaining anything to me. What exactly is going on here? You've got to tell me why you want me to lend you the money. Now, what happened?
Well, I don't have enough money for the wedding.
Juliana, please don't do this to me. Please don't lie to me again. I speak to Miles all the time, and he hasn't even mentioned anything like that to me.
No, believe me, I'm telling you the truth.
Didn't you already pay for the ceremony before having the actual wedding? That's what Miles told me as well.
Well, yeah, that's also true. But, well, I also added a few more options for the wedding, and that's come to quite a sum.
What do you mean you added a few more options?
Well, please keep this between you and me. But I upgraded the wedding to get more things for it. You know, like better interior decorations, tableware, flowers, the wedding cake. It all added up to about $30,000, and I'm struggling to pay for all of it.
What the? Unbelievable!
I guess I wanted a better wedding dress for myself too, and I wanted everyone to have the best meals, of course. But we just didn't have enough in our budget. That's when I remembered how well off you are with your company. So I thought, well, I assumed that you'll be able to pay for it all in the end. So I just went ahead getting all excited and went with it. And now this happened.
Excuse me?
Well, because, it's you. And it's your brother's wedding. I expected you to give us way more for the wedding gift. I was just too confident. Otherwise, I would have consulted you first. I should have told Miles too, I know. But I just couldn't pluck up the courage to tell him. Then the wedding day came, and I just couldn't tell him anymore. So I decided to leave it until I actually got the money from you so I could pay it all off.
Well, that makes total sense now. No wonder you were persistent the entire time about wanting more money. Oh my, Juliana. This makes sense now.
That's why I was being so pushy. I'm so sorry. I was just under pressure to pay it all off. Then, because of the money issues, Miles ended up filing for a divorce. And I tried to get back with him, but I also had to tell him about paying off the wedding fees. Then he got even more angry. He just got so mad at me.
Ah, well. Now I know what he's going on about the other day.
Please help me out. I know it wasn't for long, but we were sisters at one point, right? We had so much fun together, right? We might as well still be sisters, right? I would help you out anytime if our roles were reversed.
Now, technically, you were a sister-in-law.
Look, please, how much more do you want me to beg you? I'm sure you heard about Miles returning all our wedding gifts. And because of the shipping fees and whatnot, I don't have much left in my savings either. I'm really in a tight spot here. I also borrowed some money from this money lender.
What do you mean a moneylender? Why did you do that?
Well, we had no choice at that point. and they were the only company that would let me borrow $30,000 in one lump sum. All the other places I went to refused to lend me that much. I just figured if you were going to give us about that much as a wedding gift anyway, I'd be able to pay it back no problem, so it wouldn't matter who I borrowed it from, as long as I make sure to pay it back, right?
Okay, but are you able to pay them back now? From what you've told me, it doesn't sound like it.
Please. Their interest is crazy high. I only found out about it afterwards. I'll go bankrupt if this goes on. Just need to stop this and pay them all back. Of course, if you lend me some money, I'll pay interest on it too. I just need $30,000 in one lump sum and I'll be good, I promise.
Heck no. Nuh-uh. You're on your own, Juliana. Sorry, but no can do.
How can you say that I'm your sister-in-law? Don't be mean, please. Don't leave me like this. I'm begging you. I don't know how else I can ask you for it. I know it's a lot that I'm asking for, but please.
The answer is still no. We're no longer related to each other in any way whatsoever. I don't intend to, nor do I feel the need to help you out. In my eyes, you're just a stranger asking for money. Sorry, Juliana. Please deal with it on your own. Bye now. So in the end, Juliana's debt went on to much more than 30 grand with the high interest rates. From what I heard, she went to her parents for help in tears. But her parents were way too embarrassed and ashamed of their daughter for her behavior towards the wedding guests. They claimed not to have raised their daughter to be so greedy and materialistic and thought she needed to learn a lesson. So they decided to disown her. Poor thing. Not even her friends could help her out. I heard she started working on the streets to make ends meet. But I also heard that she's also seeing a guy out of desperation to feel loved and wanted. But that he's also a bit of a gold digger himself too. She stooped so low that she's acting carelessly, even though she still has a lot of debt to pay off.